For the second time in a week, I've had to blow these out. Now we've been doing a lot of small stuff, including a lot of sanding, and the Cyclone has always struggled a little bit to pull the really fine sanding dust out. But it shouldn't be like this. So something's gone wrong. Pardon the noise, the glass tumbler is running. So basically what it means is I got some leaks here. And so there's the Cyclone up on top. That's that dust deputy. It's been fantastic. And it separates all the fine stuff which falls down into the barrel. But if you get any air leaks down here, there is a small updraft. Not enough to pick up any wood chips, but certainly enough to pick up dust. And I believe that's what's happening, is that we are bringing, because of air leaks around the top of the barrel, we are bringing a column of dust up and blowing it into the filters. So we're going to have to do something about it. Considering I said all this was basically temporary 5 years ago, I'd say it's done pretty darn well. And clearly, that's a big suspect for leaking points right there. Let's see if we can fix it. So there are two suspects on my list. First is this upper rim seal. Okay? And I believe that small ridge line of dust is possibly showing me that I got air leaking. That's my biggest suspicion, because when I put this together, the rubber seal was bad, and I used foam weather stripping up in there. I'll let it be honest, that foam looks okay. It really, really does. Okay, my second suspicion is this thing. Originally just a metal aluminum furnace duct, and I said, oh, I'll get a silicone duct and fix it. And I never did. And then when it started to leak, I wrapped it in tape. And then when the tape started to leak, I wrapped it in more tape. So on and so forth. So I suspect that might be my big leak problem right here. That, or this foam is just so flat, no longer making good contact. So let's see what we can do about those two problems. First, I guess we really got to get this thing off. All I did was a little slicey with a box knife, and that thing dropped right off. So there was zero adhesion of any kind holding those together. So the main culprit might be right here. Not so much down here. This tape, for whatever reason, appears to be stuck, but that's just trash. I'll get the rest of it off, see what we got available here in the shop. Here we have it all rebuilt. Each of these seams was resealed with 50-year silicone inside and out. I then painted it top and bottom just to cut down on the rust. I know what you're thinking, right? I said I was going to replace it with silicone. I said eventually. Yeah, eventually. That's quite subjective. So here I put basically the exact same stuff back. It's my last piece of it. After this one, I will have to do something. And I know what you're thinking. Wait a minute, you fool. This whole thing fell apart because you used this stuff and tape outside. Yes. But it fell apart because of the sun, the wind, the weather. So, I'm going to take one of these old grain sacks here, slit it down the side, slit the bottom off, and wrap this entire column with this. That way, sun, wind, rain, weather all stay off my tape. Joint still flexible, and we should be good to go. I also, while I was in it, sealed up those joints again. Now, they are pressure lines, so in theory it shouldn't matter. The suction comes in right there and goes into the blower, blows out of the blower back into the shop through the filter. and we were getting too much air leak down here, so it was drifting up. So those are pressure lines, and it really shouldn't matter that much because they can't suck from there. But I sealed them up so that I have more air going into my filters, because I paid to heat that air. I might as well get it back. So yeah, I'm gonna go ahead and wrap my grain sack condom on this, and I should be all done. And the low to no cost dust collection system is ready to ride for another half decade. Hoorah!